I'm the creator of Nightfall. I'm in the business of software development and game development for more than 10 years. I started Zeenoh Games in September of 2008 as one of the pioneers in mobile and apps development in the Philippines. We started as an outsourcing provider for web, apps, and game development for different well-known game studios and software firms. When I started the studio, my initial capital was $500 from my last pay on my previous job. For a technology entrepreneur in the Philippines back then, it's never been easy to get funding from any bank or an investor if you don't have collaterals in exchange. In the past, I had the chance to talk to local investors, but none of them really believed on the business of game development. They find it riskier than any other business. Despite of the challenges, while we are providing services to overseas companies, we managed to develop and self-publish our own original IP. One of the projects that became our top priority starting by April 2014 was Nightfall. I started writing the story and went to a series of prototyping with my team. For several months, the initial idea for Nightfall was to release on mobile, and eventually, as the game story evolved, and after we exhibited the game on an esports summit, it became more clear what platform we should release the game. So let me introduce you to the team that is currently working on Nightfall development. I have here Nathaniel. He's one of our 3D artists. And Gerson is working on Ara Cruz, the protagonist of Nightfall. And Brian is working on the concept and mostly the characters of Nightfall. And Aldous is a 3D generalist. He's working on the world map of Nightfall. And I have here Troy. He's our game developer. So what do you have here?
Sir, we're currently working on the level design for one of the rooms here on the first level.
Okay.
And at the moment we are on the pre-alpha stage.
Okay, thank you, Troy. And finally, our creative director, Job.
Okay.
So what do you have here?
Just reviewing the updates for the character progression. So here's the concept, this evolution to the final result.
Nightfall is a first-person survival horror game being developed by Zeno. The game puts players in the shoes of Ara Cruz. Ara's mission in the game is to explore the mansion and uncover its mysteries. As the game progresses, she will encounter different creatures from Philippine folklore. Aside from the story and gameplay, we believe that these creatures will bring something new to the people, making the game more interesting. Anyone who is familiar with Philippine horror movies should already know these creatures. So, we have this idea of unleashing the horrors of our folklore to the world in the form of a video game. It's like we have this mission to do justice to these mythical beings as they make their debut in the video game industry. We decided to go with a more comic style approach in designing the characters. It's something new to the horror game genre, and it gives us more freedom to go crazy with the concepts, which we really enjoyed doing. Just the thought of incorporating our own design to the existing visual identities of these creatures is really exciting, and we hope to somehow enhance them by adding our own twist.
Last 2014, while I'm in the US, I had a chance to meet the creator of Shadowrun that gives me some advice and inspiration in pursuing crowdfunding for Zeno's most ambitious project that would bring justice to Philippine horror. Some of the inspiration in developing this game are Resident Evil, Ju-On franchise, and Fatal Frame. You can download the free alpha on Steam as early access to experience Nightfall Escape and it supports PC, Mac, and Linux. We use Unity 3D for game authoring and 3D Blender for character 3D world design. Funds collected will be used to further improve the game, hire talented people, and for marketing effort to reach the game's full potential. If we manage to exceed our target funding, we will work to extend the horror experience beyond the core gameplay, and we will add more new areas to explore and more downloadable content. I believe in crowdfunding support, and that makes Nightfall greenlit by the community. So let us make Nightfall game a reality, and we will make the history happen. Thank you so much, and we look forward to your donation and kind support and help us achieve this goal.